An egg. Who did this one? Oh, right, okay. I haven't got a coin because the club's had them all, so...
This was my first hollowing.
yeah. Oh, a pound. Do I get to keep it?
That down, that's it. Oh, you've practiced.
Yeah. I've judged it. Oh, sorry. Right, I should have clipped this on me. Actually, I'm just going to clip that on. No, I'm going to... Oh, darling. Just going to clip it on me. I don't get an offer like that every day. Right, it's an egg. Ingenious little bit of yew, possibly. It's got a lovely little detail with the bung coming out with 4 little magnets, and you rotate the bung with the little keyhole, which allows it to fall out. Nicely finished inside for a beginner, very nice indeed. Unusual design, like it. 1 out of 1, which is first, which is great, yay! So, we're now on the open. Linda put this one in as the, so I gave her first for this one. Sorry, it's the Robert Sorby hollowing jig. I'm trying to be humorous. Right, we've got 3 pieces here, all quite different. This one I gave first. Who did this one? All right, okay, second. I like the fill. You can see through it, which is nice. Quite a bit of work to get that done. It's quite heavy and thick, but that's okay for this type of bowl. I think they can stand it. There's something obviously happened at the bottom where you've braided out the... Yeah, so the comment there was that the finish on the bottom is duller here, where it's been braided back in order to get rid of the mortise, or shallow reduce the mortise. It was a tenon, okay, yeah. Yeah, I don't know why, but otherwise it's a nice finish, nice item, and I like... Well, the only answer I ever have is take the finish off entirely and do it again. But yes, a little bit thick and slightly different thickness from the top to the bottom, but didn't, take away from the nice piece that was there. Wasn't quite sure what to make of this one, but let's look at the hollowed item, which it said is your second hollow one, right? Okay, well that one's better than this one. Is that any good? So it's kind of like a bit like Space Expo or something or other, isn't it? Or Men in Black, where they climb up and the monsters come out.
I only put the base on because I put a hole in the bottom. That's why.
Well, I think it's a mushroom. Or it's a lollipop. But yeah, okay. But anyway, it's a nice little bit of hollowing. Yes, you've got slightly uneven thickness, but as a beginner, it's nice, and you finished it off nicely inside. The design is awful, but the actual item's fine. This one, I think, is one of our newest members. So you were going to be equal first, but I thought that, no. So this is Claire's, it is Claire, isn't it? Yeah. First bowl, and as such, it's a great success. I mean, there are all sorts of details that you can do better, but it doesn't matter. It's very pleasing, and it's quite well finished. The bottom is the only place where you've got just a little bit there, a little bit of extra time with the sanding. But as a first attempt, it's really nice. Won't criticise it anymore because there's no point. It's really good. So, this is the only entrance for the advanced. To be a little bit more critical on the advanced, but this is a pretty nice piece. Who did this one? Clive. Right, another committee member should have been second. Yeah, it's ash, isn't it? Yeah, and it's always difficult to get the inside as smooth as the outside. That's the only thing for competition purposes. It'd be, could you do a little bit more? Yeah, but I'm not going to mark it down for the fact that it's just a little bit rougher on the inside. But it works well, nicely finished, and it fits the competition theme very nicely, so well done. Right, we're now on advanced open. So 3 entirely different pieces. I will start with the third. Whose was this one? Simon? Right, okay, Simon. You managing to get that on the camera? Yeah? Are we off for time? Still another few minutes. I put your third because I wasn't sure what the green baize was hiding, but let's say it was a design. Absolutely. So little things at the advanced level that you get marked down on is there's a slight poor finish on the inside, a little bit of a dome. Could have been dealt with by a bit of power sanding and it would have got rid of that. Well, if you want the pieces to be separate, that's fine. And the same goes for the Banksia nut. I like the Banksia nut. It is actually nicely finished. What was the finish you used in the end? A lacquer? Yeah, so you haven't got any wax in the holes, which is great. And again, because it's not glued top to bottom, you can see that the bottom's not fully finished off. The little shaft, which looks like U, is nice. You've got the classic problem of using stains which bleed, but the finish is nice of the little flame. Nice idea. Whether it would be better with a paint or just taking care about making sure the main body is well sealed before you actually do any of the colour. You have to experiment, but very pleasing piece overall. Just those little details marked you down a little bit. A box, done like a box. Who did the box? You did the box. I should have been third again. Second, nicely finished. Nice little. It's an insert, I presume. Is it? Yeah, bit of black wood. Yeah, nice little bit of controlled texturing on the top, which is great. Just a nice little box. Fits nicely. Nice. Just the amount of tenon is just enough to mean that it fits well. It doesn't have to be a pop fit, but it fits well because you've got enough tenon. Really nice. This one, whose was this one? John French, right. Yeah, John must have been sniffing something. Hello, John, can you hear me? This is great fun. That must have taken ages to whittle. My sound's gone? No, I haven't gone, I wasn't talking. I know it's unusual that there was a gap between breaths, but... So I thought this was great fun. I mean, the inside, it's spalted beech. The inside is a bit rough and ready for a competition piece, and it's a little bit thicker in different places. But I know you don't do a lot of hollowing. Not that I knew it was you. Yeah, it's great. It's charismatic, the piece. It's got some instant curb appeal when you look at it. Nice little finial. Not a particularly tight fit on the finial. A little bit wobbly, but still. Yeah, bollocks. Yeah. But as it is, it's a really nice, unique, unusual piece and a well-deserved first, despite there being some very slight issues inside. So, right, okay. Masters. 2 very unusual, different themed pieces. I'm guessing, without looking at it, this must be Harvey's. It is. Oh, hey. Great fun piece. Completely different, very difficult to judge comparatively. The only thing about this one, there isn't a lot of turning in the main body, but I'm guessing some of these pieces were handmade as well.
Every piece
Yeah.
other than the log.
Right. Well, of course, I looked at the log and I thought, how can you turn Bugs Bunny's hands?
Well, I turned it and obviously
and then whittle them.
I put it on the sand and got it flat and he's got his hands.
Yeah, you do some very unusual pieces. Yeah, I just marked you slightly down because I felt that the actual body of the piece wasn't showing off the turning. Didn't really look at the characters as a highly turned items. My fault, but it's a fantastic piece. Great fun. I'm sure the grandkids love it. And this one was, you got a dent on the back.
That's because he flew out the handle and was pushing his head.
But apart from the slight dent at the back, beautifully finished. My finger does start to feel a bit of the roughness on the inside.
Ropiest piece of sycamore that I wish I'd never started.
but they were very close to each other. I could have called them equal first or equal seconds, but it just, that really hit the theme. So there you go. Yeah, okay. Well, this one is it's a statement piece. I just love this. The amount of work, I haven't looked, but it must be Stephen's. Yeah. It's funny how you get to know these people, isn't it? Yeah.
The reason I brought it is when I bought all that wood, people pick that and say, oh, it's sort of rotten and it's wood. Yes, it does have.
Yeah. Fantastic. You said that the finish is wax, but the inside looks as if it's got an oil or. But yeah, I thought it might have been, yeah. But a lovely piece. If anybody have a look at all the little colours and the detail in it, and beautifully finished as always. So again, two very difficult pieces to judge comparatively. This one's great fun, and I know it must be Justin's. Yeah. You managed to get it. Your recent sort of focus on lemon oil matte finish is nice. It does it well. I think it highlights the piece, particularly with the shiny cast, I presume.
The reason I chose the lemon oil as opposed to any sort of wax finish was trying to polish the cube.
Yeah.
I can see that just disintegrating into lots of bits.
Yeah.
If I tried to actually polish it with a buffing wheel or anything like that. So that was the choice.
But I thought it was a good finish, and I didn't. What about the acrylic in the middle?
The resin is literally just leftover bits of resin that I pour into a pint pot
Yeah.
when I finish pouring.
Yeah, and then just.
And as a result, I then turned it into a sphere and.
Yeah, it's very, very nicely done. It's just that in terms of curb appeal, that one just goes like, wow, that's a wood turner's piece. This is a great piece, but that's a wood turner's piece. So first and second, thank you very much.